you're on.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Hi, everyone.
Let's see
Jinx.
see who's all coming on. We'll give them a few minutes so nobody misses a thing.
Yep. How's
Mhm.
everyone doing tonight? Happy Thursday night.
Yeah.
It is our favorite things.
Mhm.
So everybody is jumping on. Comment where you're from. I love to see where everybody's from.
Yeah,
'cause I know we have a lot
I
of
just saw
people.
Utah and
Utah,
Western New York.
Ohio, Michigan.
Mhm.
Anybody from California today? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So and there's Joanne Palmer. She's right here in Pittsburgh.
Yep, I see Diane Kleppel. We saw you guys the other
Mhm.
day. So how's everyone doing? All right, so everybody's joining in. So welcome to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. And tonight is Thursday night, and this is our favorite things.
Yeah. So we hope you all had a good Easter.
Yes.
Yeah, Easter was nice this year. It usually is.
Easter's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's one of my favorite holidays.
me too.
I think it is my favorite. It's the Easter baskets.
Yep. Well, I didn't get no Easter basket, but I did get some candy this year.
Oh,
So
well, that's good.
just
Mhm.
outside of the basket.
Yeah. So,
All right.
well, we'll go ahead and we'll start. Okay, welcome to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. And like John said, this is our favorite things. And so tonight, we want you all to shop. So I guess we're going to have 10% put back into their accounts as Gloria bucks.
Yep.
Okay. And so for those of you who are on Facebook and you've never been with us before, you might want to register so that you can view our videos and shop with us when we're all done. So you'll go to the comment bar and put in register, and then you'll put in 4 things: your first name, last name, email address, and phone number, and then it'll take you to the next page to create a password. And then you'll come back and watch us. And then if the easiest way to view our videos and shop is with the app. So you'll go to the App Store and put in Gloria Horn Sewing Studio and download the free app. And then you're all ready to go, and you'll get notifications when we go on, when we have live sales and things. So, and then, like I said, you get 10% back into your account as Gloria bucks, and shipping is $8. And we will combine orders. So if you buy something, with $75, so if you buy something today and tomorrow, and it equals $75, and then you'll get free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's see, what else do we need to tell them?
Whoa, let's talk about this too. So,
yeah.
as you guys watch and shop with us tonight, we have some fun demos, some great bargains, some new products to show you guys. That's why we call it our favorite things here.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys watch, we're going to pick a couple winners throughout the night's show.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have 2 end of the night winners if we reach over 1,000 viewers, which I'm sure we're probably over 1,000.
Yeah.
We're also going to have a midway and
in about 15 minutes, we're going to put $25 into somebody's account. So in about 15 minutes, so comment, hit share, and you might get your name picked, and you can use that tonight. And then midway, our prize is the perfect pre-cut quilt book. And then I love this layer cake. It is called Marlowe. It has 42 10-inch squares in it, and it's a really nice collection. And then the end of the night is really great. Look at that cute bag it comes in. And you get a yard of fabric and a charm pack and
scissors,
a pattern, scissors, thread, and look at this.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
It is a little gold pin that says Queen on it.
Joni, I think you should take that and wear that for tonight.
Well, I wouldn't want to take it out of the kit.
Just for tonight.
It is cute. We're thinking, well, with Mother's Day coming up, a lot of you might want that pin that says Queen on it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
All
okay.
Right. So we got a lot of fun stuff to show you guys too. And I do want to emphasize it is 10% back. So whatever you guys buy tonight, you are going to get 10% back in account credit. that you'll be able to use for your next purchase. We're like the only store in the world, I think, that does that.
Okay. So our first thing is, let's see if it's in the bubble.
Is the spring event.
The spring event. Now, is there still space?
There is.
There is. On what days?
You can see them right here.
Yeah, the spring event. Yeah, so we have a couple of spaces left, and let's see what the dates are. But these are our projects that we're going to make. This is what we're doing in IQ Designer. Isn't that beautiful? It's a lantern and has like a little set of fairy lights in it right now. And so we're going to be doing that in IQ Designer. And then this one, Steve and Deb are going to do this, and they're going to show how to quilt it with the pinpoint feature on the Bernina. And then Carol is going to be using the IQ quilt to make these hanging towels. Okay, and you can see it all matches. We love Gloria loves everything to match. So that will be in with Carol.
Yep.
And then
the bag, which I don't have with us
that's
right
the one
now.
that Tiffany and I will be making. And it is the same fabric. It's a really cute bag, and it has a zipper. And we're going to make the entire thing with the serger.
Mm-hmm. Now, and we're going to be using so many fun machines at the events too, guys. So we're going to be using all the top of the lines from Brother, Baby Lock, and Bernina, especially the 890 serger from Bernina, which is going to be your class with Tiffany.
Yeah.
You guys, I don't know where the bag is at, but you're going to put a zipper in on a bag with a
the
serger.
zipper.
That's so awesome. And being able to do this pinpoint placement. And as you guys know, we absolutely love IQ Designer and My Design Center. So this is going to be a really fun class, especially with Gloria, who she's not here with us tonight, but maybe she's watching with us. So
I think she's busy.
she's probably busy.
Yeah. She's chasing kids around. So, yeah.
Karen said they're also making wallets in her class.
Yeah, I think this is the wallet.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, that's
100%
it.
sure.
Yeah, they
So
are making that.
You're
That's
also going
nice.
to make a wallet in the AccuQuote class too.
Yeah,
So you
and
get
she
to
has
do
all kinds of
projects.
different faux leathers to use. She, it's not just white. There's all colors, and really nice. Okay.
But yeah, we have a couple spots left in each of those days. So if you're interested, sign up. It's always such a fun time. I guarantee you'll make new friends. We're all super nice, and we're all going to have lunch together there as well. So
Yeah, the lunches are always really good.
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
So I hope we can. I hope we get a few more people coming. So here's the pillow. Okay, and here's the lantern.
And next up, we have our summer event too.
Our summer event. Yes, I was looking at the dates just the other day to make sure that I didn't have anything planned. But that's in July, and it's toward. We don't have our projects yet, but they will be really good, just like they always are. And you'll learn a lot when you come, and it's fun. Also the hotel where we stay at has a pool, so some of you might want to sit by the pool this July. And so it's good to get your reservation in soon, so you can make your plans and make flight plans and things like that. Somebody asked for the dates on Facebook because they wanted to make their reservation with the airlines.
Yep. Now, a couple people were asking, can we see the summer event fabric? And I can't show you guys yet, but Gloria's debating between the two collections. She's making the final decision, and then that one determines our projects. So,
Yeah. Okay.
But both of those two collections, Joni, they're so beautiful.
Okay. This is Tommy's. So we all like Tommy's projects, and this is called Whirlpool Review Pillow.
Yep.
Isn't
So
that gorgeous?
This is Whirlpool Renew, and I absolutely love this. So Tommy started making these really awesome kits, and I love doing stuff like this, except I just hate doing all the cutting, Joni, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So look at this.
These are all cut for you, and they're cut perfect with the AccuQuilt, and so they go together so nicely. You can see like all his points and everything just comes together so beautifully. It just makes it go so much faster and so much nicer. So you have all your pieces that are labeled, and there'll be instructions in there on how to put it together. But look how perfect they are all cut.
Yes, I
And,
love this. So everything's cut out perfectly for us in this kit too. We get all the fabrics we need pre-cut. You're also going to get the sewing instructions as well. And Tommy likes to call it ready, set, sew. Because that's the last thing I want to do is cut. I just sometimes want a nice little rainy day project that I can literally just thread my machine and just start sewing. And so these fabrics are just gorgeous with this pillow. This was the last one he did that sold out. And I do want to be very clear, guys. There's only a limited amount of these kits available. So do not hesitate, because they are probably not going to be available in the next minute or so. And they do qualify for that 10% back. But we could see, look how gorgeous these pillows are.
Yeah, they are.
So I love these fabrics. So fun. And it's just so nice to have a little project just set up and ready for you too.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to get something in the mail and look at it and kind of look at the directions and then sit down and start sewing. You don't have to cut it. Okay, so that one was Whirlpool. And then the next one is Star in a Star Pillow. I love this one. This one is also Tommy's Ready, Set, Sew. And I like this one because I think it just looks very classic, very Ralph Lauren. So it's a star and a star, and it's red, white, and blue. It's more like a cream, but the fabrics are really pretty. So these are the instructions, and you will get all your pieces cut and numbered and put together, so that there's a list of what everything will be.
I know, and I love this. I mean, like, look at that. That is so cool. And I would just hate to have to cut everything by myself. So having everything nice and set for me to go and just take off is just absolutely amazing.
I'm pretty sure these are 20 inch. They might be 18. Let's just measure this. This is 20 right now. So when you get the, yes, I would call that a 20-inch pillow.
And now this is a kit here too, by the way, guys. So you'll have all of those fabrics in those little numbered bags too. That way everything's nice and easy for you guys. So,
okay.
All right, now look at this next one. This one's one of your favorites, Joni.
Yes, I do. I really like this one. I just, this one is called Patriotic Stars Table Runner. So it's look at I like the little pin dots, and I love the American flags, and then the background fabric is white with little small stars. Okay. And then this is what the kit will look like.
Yep.
So you get all your pieces that are numbered, your instructions.
Show this way a little bit.
And you'll get your instructions and your fusible fleece and your backing.
Yep. So once again, guys, all of those pieces pre-cut for you and numbered. I mean, you know what? The numbered part, you just can't mess anything up. It's perfect right there for you guys. Now, there's only a few of these ones left too, but you get absolutely everything you need and the instructions too. Really fun. I love this. And you also use that variegated thread to quilt this with, right?
Yes. And I use that today on my new bow. And it's a really pretty thread. It's not the typical red, white, and blue. It has like a really light blue in it, and then like a light red. So it's a little different, but it really did turn out really nice. There. You can kind of zoom in and take a look at the thread. And I think we're going to sell the thread tonight. So we'll have the thread here for you to order.
Yeah.
So it's a variegated. We love our variegated thread, but it was kind of somebody else did this, one of our longtime customers, and she picked the thread, and we're there. Why didn't we think of that? But it's a really nice color.
Well, you know what? Another thing I want to mention too, since this one did sell out. So if something sells out and it goes to waitlist, you can waitlist authorize it, which what that means is you are the first at the top of that list. So it means if somebody chooses not to check out with this lovely table runner tonight or any other product we show, when you're waitlist authorized, you will be the first person to get that product in your cart and be checked out with it. So if you see anything you like and it goes to 0, waitlist authorize it.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking of your bow,
Speaking of my bow, okay, I made another bow, and this one is right here. So I'll bring this over, and this one, let's see if we can get
Here, you
this.
want me to get it for you,
I think I just got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So this is my bow that everybody seems to really like. And this fabric, it looks like it was pieced together, but it is all on one piece. So you just cut out the bow and then sew it together. So it goes together much more quickly. So there we go. So
I know. Look
you
how
get-
fun that fabric is.
yeah,
I
this
love
is.
this.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's very vivid, very vivid and very festive. So when we have our fireworks on the 4th of July, it just reminds me of that. It is fireworks. So you will get enough fabric to make one bow, and then also the backing. And this is the backing that I chose. So it is the white with the red and blue fireworks. Now what I did is I just sewed it together. I cut out the pieces for the bow tails and the bow loops, but I did edge to edge quilt this. So if you look in really closely, you can see all my edge to edge quilting. And it was really fun because it was just long pieces, and I started at the left end and worked to the right, and it was just like one row of continuous edge to edge quilting. Yeah, and then I did use that thread that was a little different color. It's not your typical red, white, and blue. It's one that has different shades of blue in it and like different shades of red in it.
So a couple people asked, are they going to get the instructions with this?
Yes. Yeah, we'll get the instructions. It comes with the fabric to make the bow and the back and to back the bow. It doesn't come with the fusible fleece, so you'll need that. And the only other thing you need is your couple of rubber bands. That's how I hold everything together underneath this loop. I kind of rubber band it together. So you'll need that too.
And then here's the fusible fleece you're going to want to get.
Yeah, right.
This is a nice 1 yard cut right here. It's perfect for this project. And that's everything you'll need to make this lovely over your door bow. This one might have to go on my door, Joni. I love this one.
Yeah, do you?
I
Okay.
do. I really do.
Yeah, you just need about 24 inches of fusible fleece, 24 by 45. So this one is 1 yard by 45. So you'll have some left over, maybe to make another bow.
Yep.
So, yeah, I like the back. Yeah.
So really, really pretty.
Yeah, and so you see right here, I took the fabric and I fussy cut it so that the red was in the center. So if you look at the back, you see I have the blue, but I just kind of fussy cut that. And then, so that's my new bow.
I love these bows. These are so fun, so cute. Now, look at what we got to pair with this coming up here.
Okay, so we have more. Patriotic is the way to go right now. Is this patriotic?
Now, are these the variegated threads, Sophie?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to show you guys these ones real
Okay,
quick.
okay.
So the first one is V106, and that is our red, white, and blue variegated.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's our typical red, white, and blue that we've always been using. Yeah.
And you could just see how beautiful that is on here. Or is this
Was that
this
one? Is that
this
one?
Is this one. Okay.
Yeah, so this one's a little different. It's got some different shades of blue in it, and I also see like a little teal in there, and then also the really light shades of red. So, and it did turn out really, really nice. And that was just like the other table runner, also one of Tommy's Ready Get Sew ones that had the different color.
And I love variegateds. They're so fun to use, especially using them on a project like this. Using them on even like a dark fabric always looks good. So just go over those ones again. So V106 is going to be your red, white, and blue. And V117 is going to be the one that Joni used on this bow right here. I think they call this one Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they call
Carnival.
Carnival.
Carnival. Oh, that's
I was
Similar.
close. I was
Similar.
close.
That's very similar. Okay.
Alrighty.
So what's in here? Something for the Kimberbell.
Yes,
so
it is. So this is a
oh.
Kimberbell one-day event coming up here, and just look how cute this is. I absolutely love this. I hope that Kathy's watching. So
She's in Florida, I believe.
Every
Every year she drives a dog down to Florida, and this was the week she was going to do that. So let's see what is in here. Just a little bucket.
So first of all, look how gorgeous this doily is.
Yeah, that is
I
pretty.
love this with the scalloped edge. So you're going to set that right on top of here. And then Kathy and Mary Lou are going to show you how to make these little
Freestanding flowers.
well, they're not I mean, they are
They're-
flowers, but they look like those little fan things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The pinwheels.
Pinwheels.
That blow in the wind,
I
but
couldn't
they
think
don't.
of the
Yeah.
name. So you'll get
Yeah.
all the fabrics, everything you need right here in this kit. Now, this is a pre-order. So, Kathy and Mary Lou are teaching this on, do you remember which date, Sophie?
I know.
May.
May, sometime in May, probably in time for the Memorial Day.
So you'll get absolutely everything you
May
need.
27th.
May 27th.
Okay.
And they are so fun, those two. I love every time that they teach something. And you'll get all your designs too on a USB. And I'm forgetting the best part, Joni.
What is this? Okay,
You're going to get a little pin.
with a K on it for Kimberbell, and it looks like little firecrackers that haven't been set
little
off
fireworks.
yet.
Super cute. So
Yeah, and I like these little trays and things like that, and you can use that for a lot of different holidays. Yeah.
All right.
So that is Kimberbell.
That's
okay.
Kimberbell. Now our
Also-
next one.
How
Oh,
about
we have the blanks for these now too. Perfect. So
Okay.
if you want to get a couple of these absolutely gorgeous doilies, which I might get a couple of these because you can embroider whatever you want on here. These are perfect. So we have those in the bubble right now.
Okay. So they are scalloped embroidered blanks.
So this is called the scallop tabletop
Mhm.
wrap.
Okay. We still have. We'll give
Oh,
it a minute.
Sophie's
Yeah.
refreshing it for us. We
Yeah.
got frozen on our end.
yeah.
But I absolutely love these. Just
Mhm.
so cute. And you could embroider really whatever you want on here too.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want.
You know what I
Yeah.
would maybe do?
Mm.
Hear me out. I would maybe do a monogram on here.
Yeah, I like monograms.
That'd
You
be
like
so cool.
monograms too.
I love monograms.
Mhm.
So that'd be perfect. Just smack dead in the middle right there.
Yeah.
So-
And we had that really nice monogram set last week.
We do.
Yeah. So we'll just give it a minute. I don't know that they saw this, so maybe we'll do that
They
again.
They did.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, they saw
Okay.
everything
All right.
we showed.
Mhm.
So, alrighty. Well, that's going to move us towards our next one here.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, this has always been a really nice sample. And okay, there we go. So this says
Oh.
freedom
Wait a minute,
and
we got our 15-minute winner here. Margaret Wessel, congratulations. You won the $25 prize. So Sophie and Kate are going to put $25 in your account right now, and you could use that tonight.
Okay, so this is either a table runner, or you could even do this as a wall hanging, but it's freedom and liberty written on the bottom of it, and then with the American flag right inside. So that's really nice. And so the pattern, I guess we're selling the pattern. Yeah. And this was this Janine Babick?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. This is Janine Babick. And we did this a while ago. So it's really nice these never go out of style or anything
Oh my gosh,
like
I
that.
love this.
Yeah.
You know what? All of her patterns are so great. I absolutely love all of them because they're so beginner friendly. And that's what I really want to emphasize. If you're kind of new to embroidery or finally incorporating a little bit of embroidery with quilting, Janine Babick, her patterns are just the perfect ones that combine both of them. Absolutely love them.
Very easy to follow. And then the digitizing is gorgeous.
I mean, look at that big... I would even just take the Liberty right here.
Yeah,
I'd
you
put
could.
that on the back of a jacket right there.
Yeah, you could do that.
So
Yeah, these definitely you could use these for other things. other table runners and things like that.
Mhm.
The finished size is 20 by 48.
20 by
20 by
40,
48.
48. So it's a nice big one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Now, you know what I would maybe do is I would maybe add that little last triple stitch, maybe make that a gold metallic, make it pop a little bit.
That would be pretty. Mhm.
So,
Yeah, we like metallic thread.
we love metallic
Metallic
thread.
thread,
I think
yeah.
like is an
Mhm.
understatement, Jenny.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So then we have the 5.5-inch titanium scissors, and this one is 3 times harder than stainless steel and stays sharper longer. So those are really nice. They have like a comfort. They're very comfortable to hold in your hand, and they are the titanium, so they will last a long, long, long time.
Yep.
And their Sullivan's is the brand.
We have a couple of those next door open. Do we have one in here? Probably not.
Probably
Mylock?
not.
Probably not.
No, we probably have.
No.
This is
Everything but those
Mhm,
ones.
mhm. Yeah, but they are a nice scissor too. So. Mhm.
Alrighty. So
Um,
now let's talk about this because these
this-
are really cool. I like
yeah.
these a lot.
Yeah, this is fusible tape. So this is for if you need to kind of piece your batting together. You know how you make something and you've got a lot of batting left over, but not large enough to use. So you can kind of put the 2 pieces of fabric batting together and then use the tape to hold it there.
Yep. So I love this because if we have those small little scraps of
Mhm.
batting and you don't want to waste it, because none of us want to waste it, it's perfectly
Mhm.
usable. I could take this and another piece and use this tape to join both of them together. It's not going to add any bulk.
Mhm.
It's going to be nice and flat still, but it's going to work just as one giant piece of
Mhm.
batting. So that's
Yes.
really great if you don't want to waste everything. So I love these. Now we also have an additional size of it as well.
Yeah, so this one looks to me like it's 2.5. Yeah, this is 2-inch wide. So it is 2 inches wide and it's 30 yards long. And then we have one that has 2 rolls in it, and this one is 1 inch wide and 30 yards long.
Like Judith
So-
said, Frankensteining the batting. Yep, that's what I would call it.
Oh,
But-
really?
Yep. You know what?
Franken-batting.
Franken-batting. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
But that's what these really do come in handy because sometimes you are in a crutch and it's 11 o'clock at night and nobody's open.
Yeah, and you want to finish your table runner.
Mhm.
So you could put it back together, put your batting back together.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I would
Ex-
recommend getting both of these actually.
Yeah, so Kathleen says she loves this product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works well. So, okay. There's our testimony.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty.
All
So,
right, so then we have the Wildflowers CD. Okay, this, I saw somebody on our Facebook group got theirs done, and they posted their picture of their Wildflowers quilt. So this is a Smith Street design. Years ago, we taught this in the store. It was a long time ago. But the pattern is a gorgeous pattern. They use all batiks, and so you could look at on our Facebook group page, and you can see, I forget who it was that posted it, but they got theirs done and they posted it. It's very beautiful.
and I remember Deb, when I first started here, she was teaching this one, I think.
Yeah,
So,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? And it's such a beautiful pattern too. I mean,
Yeah,
I
see what
absolutely
size
love it.
is it? I think it probably has all different size. So you can make a wall hanging, 46 by 41, lap quilt 58 by 72, twin 70 by 88, and then the bed it's 82 by 103. And so it has all your fabric requirements on it. And yeah, it's a gorgeous quilt.
Yep, and then just so you guys could see too, if you guys just want to zoom in, just in case you guys want to reference
Mhm.
this at all, I love that they have different sizes. That's always so important because sometimes you get a pattern, it's just one size.
Yeah,
I like when there's a
uh-huh.
couple different sizes.
Mhm.
So-
I like a lap size.
Mhm.
That's what I would do. But the wall hanging is 46 by 41. That's not a bad size either. So for like a throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now look at this next pattern we have.
This one.
Keeping up with our patriotic theme. I
Oh
love
yes, yeah, this is cute. This is called Freedom. It's made with 3 yards of fabric. So you have like your red, white, and blue. There's your star, and then your stripes, and your border is in blue. Yeah. So this one, so the size on this one is materialist. Quilt top. Let's see the size. Let's see. It says twin size batting. It doesn't. Oh, here it is, right on the front. 44 by 59. So that's a nice size for a lap
Oh,
quilt.
wait, this is only $4.88. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a bargain. Ring, ring, ring. We don't have our bell anymore.
No, this made with 3 yards of fabric. Yeah, should have known by 3 yards of fabric it would be like a lap size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I love when we have a good little bargain pattern like this. These are awesome.
Okay.
Alrighty. So what do we have next here?
Then next we have OESD's freestanding quilt block pumpkins. So I guess this is probably a bargain. Okay. And they're beautiful. And I love pumpkins all over the house for the fall. In all different types, like we made our pumpkins last fall in IQ Designer, but this would be really nice to add to those, with the embroidery.
You know what? Hear me out here. This is going to sound crazy. You can make a patriotic pumpkin. Do white and then do like red, white, and blue in here. That might be crazy, but
well, you
it's
could do
something
that.
fun you could do.
Yeah. Then because we're going to be celebrating all year, summer, all fall and everything. Yeah, that would be like here, there's a white pumpkin and then you could do red and blue. You're right. Okay.
Who
So
said pumpkins were limited to just fall? I sound probably crazy to everybody.
Yeah. I guess it takes the whole summer. My daughter, when she was in kindergarten, came home with pumpkin seeds and they planted them at school, and it was in a little Dixie cup. And we took it outside and we planted them along the side of our house. And by the end of the summer, we had all these vines coming way out into the yard. And I remember someone saying that we should tell the teacher because she might want to walk her class down to our house to see what will happen with these pumpkins. But yeah, it was, we got a couple of pumpkins. So yeah, it was fun. Because especially I just put them in the ground and I didn't water them or do anything to them. So
you know what? Ray had a good idea. She said, pretend they're patriotic apples. I like that idea.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. So let's see now. Now we have another one. There's only 11 left of these Pumpkin Harvest Quilted Garden Designs. So there's another. Now that's not separate pumpkins. It looks like added to a table runner. So let's see. Let's just see. It's a finished size. It's 18 by 40. Pumpkins are nestled into fun-to-make dimensional leaves. Machine applique while machine quilting. A perfect quick project for your fall harvest table.
Look how cute those are. I love
they
this.
are. Yeah, that is
what?
really nice.
That's really fun. You know what? And guess what, guys? This is a bargain too because it's fall. It's $9.88. Anything you see ending in an 88 tonight is going to be a bargain. So
yeah, get it now and you can get started, in another month or two when you'll be all ready for fall.
Think about fall,
No.
even though the weather, how it's been. Some days you wake up, it's summer. Some days you wake up and it feels like a crisp fall morning the past few weeks. So,
yeah.
But I'm just happy that winter is over.
Yes, because we had a cold one.
It was a bad one.
In fact, yesterday was cold. So now today was nice. Okay, now we have. Let's see, Desiree hooded. Oh, I love to make hooded towels for gifts for babies. This one though. This is Desiree Hooded Towel Collection Volume Number 1, and these are all hooded towels. So these are machine embroidery, and they are in all the different formats. And the hoop size is the 5 by 7 hoop size. So I see like a little lion here and a unicorn, and this looks like a boxer dog, and this dog has glasses. So, yeah, so you get, oh, here, the list, a Boston Terrier with glasses, Boston Terrier with bow, a hedgehog, and a unicorn. I didn't get the hedgehog, but it's a hedgehog.
adorable.
They are very cute. So, okay, so that's probably another bargain. So then there were 4 left. Okay.
All right.
So now we have the Gypsy Quilter. These are really nice. You can grip them and you put them on your fabric and you just kind of hold on to them and it moves your fabric around.
So is this for free motion or quilting discs? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would just, they will adhere like to your fabric. And then you hold on to those and then it's easier to move your fabric.
You know what? I can agree because now that we have stitch regulators on our machines, I've been playing a lot with it with practicing free motion. I could see this helping me out. Grabbing one of these, because sometimes laying your hand flat on the fabric, it slips a little bit. So having something that grips your fabric evenly that you're just kind of gripping does make a lot more sense. I know a lot of people like gloves. They like little accessories like these. So if you do a lot of free motion, these guys here are really handy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's always good to have those types of things on hand, to do your free motion, things like. We do have the gloves coming up. I really like the gloves too. Okay, but next is our Starstruck large throw quilt.
I've never seen this, so look at this. This is awesome.
Bargain.
This is a bargain. Okay,
I've never seen it
I'm gonna
before.
grab my water.
You know what? Okay, so let's talk about it. So it looks like this is a whole quilt right here. Now, is this for the AccuQuilt? Because it says AccuQuilt right here. Look at this. AccuQuilt friendly. So look at this. This is awesome. You get literally all the fabrics that you need here and your backing for this lovely quilt. All these different stars right here. This would be a perfect one to make if I was going to do something that I wanted, especially edge to edge over with. And the finished size is 53 by 77. Looks like you get all the instructions here too. So really fun. We only had a few of those, and I can't even believe I never saw this, and this was already bargained off.
And look at all the fabric
that
that comes in there.
It was probably $130 is what it says. So
Right.
$68.88. That's an amazing deal. Plus 10% back on top of that. So
Okay.
all
Okay.
right.
Now this one is this next. Okay. This is a pattern, fit for art pattern, and it's 2 tops. Really nice. One with a V-neck and one with a scoop neck. And so it is for knits, and it says that it is tee and a tunic. So one is longer, and core knit top pattern in sizes extra small to 3XL. And it's easy to construct square armholes and side panels, custom fitting options for bust and hip, U and V neckline options, and straight hip hem or a longer swing side. Tips for sewing with knits. So yeah, so we're going to be working on with our sergers at our event. So if you're like really I love sergers. So they're my favorite machine. This would be a nice bargain to get to.
And this is a bargain, $15.88. Well, let me tell you guys something too. So if you've never attempted doing clothing before, this is one of those great and easy projects. I absolutely love working with knits. 1, they're always a great serger project, but 2, these right here are very simple silhouettes. So it's, I will be honest, very hard to mess up. They are so easy to sew.
They would be easy to fit. That's there. You wouldn't have to worry about fit on this.
And we also have sizes extra small through 3X in here. And I absolutely like this a lot. We have our flat pattern back here, so you guys can kind of see the silhouette of how it's going to look. Looks like you do have 2 options as well, straight or flared fit, with all the different sizing back here. This would be a really easy class for me to teach, actually. This would be very, very easy. When I promise you guys, knits are the easiest forms of clothing to sew. You could never go wrong with it.
Okay, and then holded. Okay, this is a Clover product, and it's a hold-in Precision Stiletto. I love a stiletto. You start to work with them and you know you can't be without one. So this one is hold while sewing or pressing and heat resistant. So it's just a nice stiletto. It just helps you to kind of hold your little edges down as you're sewing, or they just kind of guide things in without getting your fingers too close to the machine.
You know what? I want to point something out. So I really like a lot of different stilettos, but what I like about this one is that ergonomic grip that you have, but also it's not super pointy and fine. It's actually a little bit thicker and flat tip,
and I'm
which I think
wondering,
is nicer.
this has a little tip on it too, so that I bet it's doubled.
So if you want
Double
a
in.
fine tip, but also more of a flat tip, because sometimes using that super fine point, it's like I need a little bit more on my fabric.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and these were also a bargain, ending in 88. So what we had was gone.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
we're starting off with some
Stabilizer.
stabilizers.
Yeah. So we have Aquamesh wash away. Let's make sure it's in them.
The first one is 15 by
15
10.
by 10.
Okay. All right. That's it. So this is one of our favorites. This is a wash away stabilizer. And we love to do like lace ornaments. This is perfect for something like that. Or if you're going to make something like some kind of freestanding applique, you'll want to get this one. This is one of our very favorites.
Yes, and you know what? I think having wash away is one of the important ones to have. This is a good one if you're just starting out with freestanding lace. We absolutely love the OESD stabilizers. We are switching to carrying these because now our favorite ones have been discontinued.
Now you would need these if you got that pumpkin set, the OESD pumpkin.
Yep. Now, we also have additional sizes of this as well. So our next one here
Okay, so that one is
going to be the 20 by 10.
20.
I always say, get this one here because it fits the bigger hoops, and then you could also kind of use it more sideways and lengthwise. So it always is great to stock up on these stabilizers, guys. I cannot stress that enough because it's the worst when you want to do a project and you don't have the right stabilizer. Now, I do want to remind you guys, too, it is 10% back on these as well. So you will get that 10% back in Gloria bucks.
Okay, and then this one is the Aquamesh Plus. So, and this is 20 inches by 5 yards. So let's see what the plus is.
So this is sticky back wash away.
Okay, so this, used for hard to hoop items. Yeah, we like to, you peel the paper away and then you've got a sticky stabilizer and then you can just, stick it on there and embroider away.
Now, what I love about this one is OESD is the only one that makes the 20-inch wide sticky back wash away. So I really like that. We're going to be using this actually at our upcoming event for Gloria's IQ Designer project. And you guys will see having the bigger rolls of this and the lengthwise is actually really helpful for some really fun projects that we do have coming up soon.
Okay.
And we also have a couple other sizes too.
Yeah, so this is the 10-inch. So it's the same stabilizer, but in the 10-inch.
Yep, so this one's good if you're using this for like Kimberbell snap trays or anything faux leather that you're embroidering that you want to wash away that stabilizer on the bottom side. So...
Okay, and then we have, it's called Stitch H2O. It's a washable stabilizer. This is the one that kind of looks like saran wrap, and I like to use this on towels. On towels, you need a stabilizer on top because if you don't use one, the little terry cloth loops will poke through the embroidery. So you use a topper is what we call it.
And you know what? Sometimes we use these for patches too. So I'll use a couple layers of this if I'm making a patch and I want a really nice, clean, crisp edge. So all in all though, guys, I think you guys need to stock up on your wash away stabilizers.
Go ahead and,
Get one of each of them.
Okay. And then, no, we have,
Look at these patches.
yes.
These are so adorable.
yeah, these are. So this one is Never Give Up Iron On. So it's called Kath Holden's So Cute Iron On Embroidery Patch. And this one says Never Give Up. So there's a seam ripper with flowers around it. That's very cute.
Now this one's my favorite in your hand here.
Okay. Blood, Sweat, and Shears.
That is my favorite one because you know how many times I've poked myself with pins sewing, Joni?
Oh, really? Oh, okay. And then this one is a cute one. There's with this sewing machine and some decorative stitches on it. So that's really cute. So these are just iron-on patches you can add to your jean jacket, right?
I know. I love this. And patches are just one of those fun ways of upcycling projects. So these are so cute, too, to put on like a little backpack or, you know, your little travel case that you take with you to your retreats.
Right,
So
yeah.
now, you are going to need a little mini heat press to put these guys on here. And I have the perfect little one right here.
Yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is, and here's a little case for it. So heat press machine, and we only have 3 left. And they're regularly priced at $39.95, and they're on sale for $29.88. And so, yeah, you can see how flat that is, and you would just press them down.
Yep.
This
Now,
would be good
one-
for brownie badges. I every time I go visit my daughter, my granddaughter has more patches for me to iron on. They don't sew them on anymore. Yeah, we used to sew ours on, but then now they just iron them on.
And these are really nice too because it is also that non-stick coating at the bottom. This one gets above 350 degrees as well, which is really nice because you could set your temperature to a couple different preset settings. It also has a 15-minute auto off, so you could even use this just as like a little regular mini iron for in the hoop projects. But I like this, especially if you're doing patches, because sometimes you have to press them at a little bit of a higher heat. Alrighty. Oh,
Okay.
and you get a nice little bag with it as well.
To carry around. Okay, it's a nice storage bag, you know. Okay. Okay, now this one is Janine Babbitt's Beach Escape, Best Escape Ever. So it says beach and then best escape
Anyone can have.
Yeah. So,
I
that's
love
one of her
this.
banners. And like we said, her digitizing is so great. And so you can hang this like on one of our hangers, you know, and if you happen to have a beach home or if you just love the beach and you can hang it outside like a garden flag.
Yep. So the smallest size for this too is you're going to need at least an 8x12 hoop for this one. So I love these little wall hangs though. I think they are so cute. They're so fun and so great too. Really easy to stitch out too. I love them. It's just those fun little rainy day projects is what I call them.
Okay. All right. And then we also have one of her, this is one of the tabletop displays. And this one says fun in the sun, fun in the sun. And so some of you might already have one of those little tabletop hangers and for these, and you can make one for the summer. So these are, so I see, you know, flip-flops and beach umbrellas and sunglasses in the sun. So, okay. All right. And then we
Some of
have,
Tommy's designs.
yeah, now these were his Wander Lane Honeybee Hollow. A couple of years ago, we did her series from Heart to Heart, Art to Heart, and so this was Nancy Halverson's projects, and Tommy digitized each one of her monthly projects into embroidery. So this one is called Honeybee Hollow, and what you will get is all the designs to make, like there's one of the projects right there. So you will have all the designs to make every project that is in this book. So I'm going to kind of open it, and I think the main one was this really cute quilt, like wall hanging. It's about 30 by 30, and then she always made something like this, which I really liked. So there's 2 little bees there on a wreath, and so every project that's in this book will be on the USB stick in embroidery. So these are machine applique, but we found that we were able to get so much more done by doing it in machine applique. And then you can also make something like this. And a lot of people did make this one. So there was one for every month. And they made a quilt out of it. But so you will have Nancy Halverson's book. But like I said, this is machine applique. And then you'll also have Tommy's book, and it will walk you through how to sew out every one of these designs. So in here, you will have a USB stick with all the designs on it, and then also a page that shows what fabrics we use to make them. And the instructions are right here. So, and they're very detailed. Like if you were going to make this little mini wall hanging, it walks you through every single step, and they're all numbered. And so it will say things like sew placement line. That's number 1. That's number 2. Place background fabric and tack down, trim and press. Then next, sew leaf placement. It walks you through every single step, and you can't get lost because the step numbers will be the same as the step numbers on your embroidery project. So
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what? These are so fun. We have all of the ones Tommy digitized hanging up in the store, literally right when you walk in.
Mhm.
Amazing. I
Yeah.
love them. They are the most coolest things ever.
yeah, and I believe this one was June. It was a June project. Yeah, they're really fun. Yeah, I know a lot of people got some of them, so maybe you want that one too. Okay.
Alrighty, now the
Okay,
next one we have.
this is called Blossom Trail, and the same thing. You will get a book on Nancy Halverson's book on Blossom Trail, and these are the projects. You'll get embroidery designs for every one of these projects. So you can see there's a little house in here, and this one was a spring one.
Jody,
you
why don't we
see.
show them what it looks like? We have
Oh,
this
you have this one.
Yep.
Okay, good. It's so
look
beautiful.
At this. It's better to show you guys
Yeah.
the real sample.
Yeah, so this was the center, and then you'll get all these, like this little chick and the flower, and every one of the designs always comes with a quilt block where you take the kind of fussy cut her fabric with little houses in it, and you put it in the center.
And I love these. They're so cool. And also different blocks. So you know what I really like about all of these different designs Tommy made too? Is all of these blocks right here in these. You could use these in your own quilts. You get different ones with every single one of these designs. So if you're like me and you like to make your blocks in embroidery, which is a lot easier.
Yeah, faster.
You could kind of mix and match some of them.
Yeah, so this was a spring one. This is perfect for right now. And so you can see the tree is blooming and things. So, and then, so you will have, you can make this, and then all the other little projects are in here. There's a bird pillow, and it says love, and there's the 2 chicks. It says, you are my favorite, hello. And so these are all machine embroidery. And then the book that Tommy created will walk you through all the steps you need to make each project that is in the book. So, yeah.
I know. I absolutely love them. His work is just absolutely amazing. How he does all this digitizing, blows me away every single time.
Yeah. There's that one that says, you are my favorite, hello. That's a nice saying, isn't it? Yeah.
That is a really cute one. I love this little block right here. Look how cute this little chickadee is. You know what? Every little bird, I think anytime Kathy sees a bird, she calls it a chickadee. And now I'm doing the same thing.
Oh, really?
It's just a chickadee.
Yeah. Okay, and then your USB stick will be in here, and it is in it's in DST, PES, JEF, and VIP3, and it has 26 design files. Also, he does a lot of them in different sizes. So, so you can use, like, an 8x8 hoop, or you can go up and use the, like the 14 by 9.5.
Yep. So I think you need at least an 8x12 hoop size to be able to do this. So, alrighty. Now,
Okay, so, yeah, so they're really fun. Now, so that was a couple of, now we have that one for every month if you're interested. So,
I'm going to hang this one back up here.
Mhm. Okay, now we have Lori. Awesome tree. Okay, now what is next? That is this one. Okay, this is Lori Ken's design. These are mug rugs. She was here, a couple of months ago, I believe, and everybody really, really liked her projects. These are mug rugs, and her mug rugs are a little bit bigger than what you typically see, and also has a really nice background quilting in the projects. So this one has hot cocoa time. So there's someone pulling a sled and let it snow. And then there's a penguin and a snowman. So this must be a bargain because it's for winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it ends
It's
in 88.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what? Weren't these like regularly like $38 or something like that?
Something
I know they
like
were a
that.
little bit more
Yeah.
than $25.88. So
Yeah. Okay. And then it's on a USB stick, and then there's all the formats.
mhm.
So a good bargain to get.
Yep. Now we have our midway winner,
Mhm.
Phyllis Massenberg.
Massenberg.
Congratulations. You win that nice layer cake. And what else was with that layer cake?
A book.
A book. Okay.
Okay.
So nice. You get to
Mhm.
make a nice quilt with that.
Okay. Now this is more Kimberbell, and this is Kimberbell Mug Rug Volume 6. This is an embellishment kit. And so these are the mug rugs you can make. Now it doesn't have this is the embellishment kit. So what it comes with is 4.5 by 8 micro velvet and in different colors. So there's a couple of those. And then there's also the embroidery felt and the embroidery leather and the mylar and 3-dimensional tulle bows. So if you have that mug rug collection, you might want that embellishment kit to complete to make more mug rugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that must be a bargain too,
Mhm.
right? Okay. I love these bargains.
I know. I love these. Also, $6.88. Okay, that's a ridiculous price.
Yeah, so even if you don't, I mean, it's just got, their fabrics are such nice quality, and you get the micro velvet and the embroidery felt. So, okay, now we have bird brain designs, and I like these a lot. They look a little like primitive, like it was hand sewn. So this is called Friends and Family Welcome. So you can make a banner. And let's see, the size of the banner the finished size is 8 by 22. And you can hang your colorful welcome banner near your door so everyone will feel happy to visit. Yeah, so if you see that on your door, people would definitely want to come in. Mm-hmm. This is, it's not that project, but this is one of their projects. And then, okay, now this is the pattern for this project. So I'm going to put this one over here, and we'll put that one, and there's the pillow that you can make. So that one is called
so
Simple.
Cute. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Simple Blessings, and I love how cute that is right there.
It is embroidery, but it looks like hand embroidery a lot.
Yeah, it does look hand stitched. I was going to say.
Yeah.
I like how they did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this was really nice fabric to do for the pumpkins. So this is a table mat or a wall hanging or a pillow, and celebrate autumn through Thanksgiving with folk art, still life in rich black and tan. And let's see what size hoop do you need. Hoop size is 8 by 12. 8 by 12. Yes, 8 by 12. Okay. So that's another one to get. Good. Okay.
Now look at this. These adult apron blanks. So these are Kimberbell, and I don't know how many we have left. Okay,
11.
we have 11 left. So 11 lucky people are gonna get to see this. Now I love these. Was this part of which event was it? Just Add Butter? Was it that one?
I don't know.
No.
Well, all I know is they're super cute. Okay, cute enough that I might just have to put one on for you guys to see. But I love the yellow pinstripe here.
Yeah, it's a pretty fabric.
And you have the nice little D rings here.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a really nice apron that you can
Looks nice and big.
whatever you want on it.
Mm-hmm. It looks nice and big. You could probably, if it's too long, turn it up and make a pocket out of it. Make a pocket in it.
I think that's what they did actually.
Yeah.
with the one of them.
Yeah, it's really nice and big.
So what you do with these ones, so they give you a little bit of extra length because you could crop it if you want. But what they did was they folded this up
Yeah.
in a different way, like this.
And then you have pockets.
And then you sew just 2 rows of straight stitching, and then you have nice little pockets right here.
Yeah.
Now you could also crop this if you want, add a ruffle on the serger, which would be super cute. So it's nice to have the apron blanks.
We have another bargain coming up.
Okay, so this is Merry and Bright Colored Thread Kit. So that one was a OESD embroidery set, but this is the thread for it. So if you got that and you didn't get the thread, this would be the time to get it. But it has, let's see how many spools of thread in here.
Well, that's a really good deal off the bat, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I had to double check to see if that price was right, because I thought this was like a $240
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's in here. And then I see gold thread, gold metallic thread, and silver metallic thread. And then there's all the different colors you would need here. So they're probably all very holiday. Yeah, so I see. Well, let's see.
And it is all isocord.
Yeah, there's greens. There's lots of greens and gold. So everything you might need for a holiday and more, because there's a nice bright pink, and then also a peach right there.
Wow.
And
those are gone. You know what? That price is just unbelievable.
Yeah, this is isocord
So
thread. That's nice
a
thread.
super bargain right there.
Yeah. Okay, like the metallic thread.
All right, now we also have this for our next product right here, and it's called Fray Check. So it looks like this is like a fabric glue for your raw edges of your fabric.
Yeah, anytime you have I remember using it on a lace tablecloth. I poked my iron through the lace and I put some fray check on it. Anytime, we use it a lot with the sergers because you've got a lot of hanging threads on there, and you just dab that and it will keep it from unraveling. So this one, it's called Liquid Seam Sealant. And it also includes a fabric guide applicator. So that's a nice thing to have on hand. So if anything starts to fray a little bit, you just touch it with a little drop of that and it will take care of it.
I know, that's really nice to have. Now, we got some half-yard bundles coming up, and I absolutely love this first one right here, because I don't think we have ever shown this fabric on the live. So this is pearlized cotton shot, and this is one of my favorite little blenders I kind of like to use, or I use it for the backgrounds of tiling scenes. So you're going to get 4 half yards of these absolutely
They're very pretty. They're very
right
springy
here.
colors.
So you get this beautiful kind of, I don't want to call it a rose gold, but it's a rose. And then you also get a nice teal, a really nice lavender purple, and a really beautiful mint green. I absolutely love this. This is great to have in your stash, especially if you are doing those OESD spring or summer welcome banners. This is the one that I used on mine, and I absolutely just love the little shimmer to it as well. Super pretty. This one is kind of right by Fairy Frost for me, so I like this collection second of ones that we carry year round. Now, our next one that we have here, what are we calling this one?
This is
Blue Sweet Shop.
And these are half-yard bundles. Okay, yeah, these are really pretty. I love all the the kind of the tone on tone, and with the design. So you've got little candies on this one, and this says Magic Morsel and Sweet Shop, and then there's some other little candies, and then little cherries
And
right
this
here.
is all Maywood fabrics, all Kimberbell. Love this. Now, these are just so cute to have in your stash, especially I've seen some really cute little ornaments that you can make that use a little bit of applique. These fabrics would be perfect for that. Little treat bags, pillowcases, so many fun different things. Now, if you don't want to be limited to just blue, We
Yeah,
also
I
have
have
the
it.
red collection as well, or
Mhm.
pink.
Pink, yeah, I would call that pink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pink.
that's really pretty. Yeah, I like the strawberries. So, but it's the same. It's the same collection, just in a different colorway. So you get both of them, and I like that. I like these two together.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think you need both of these, especially for nice little blenders for your
Mhm.
stash back at home. Super, super cute.
Mhm.
Now, look at these next ones that we have. I love
Yeah,
these.
okay,
These are so,
so
great.
good, yeah.
new.
These are brand
too.
new. This is beautiful. This teal.
Yeah, I'll
That's
give
real.
these to Kate.
Okay, so she can. Here we go.
Now,
So,
what's this collection called? Because I saw Kendallin unboxing it. Whisper.
Whisper.
Look how
So
gorgeous
pretty
this
this
is.
is. That is really pretty. So, and it's all like teal blue. And that one's
These are so
pretty.
gorgeous. These are beautiful teals. Now, you
Mhm.
could use these half yards for so many different projects if you're
Mhm.
making small little bags. Oh my God, look at the dragonflies. I love
Now,
this.
yeah, Gloria, we're enclosing like a little note in these half yard bundles, and she gives you ideas on what you can do with them. So this is
Oh,
this
that
this
one's
is
really
pretty.
pretty, too.
Yeah, that is like it looks like a. It looks like it should go this way, like you're looking at the woods or something like that. hmm
I really love this. And I love these blues, that nice little bit of the white complement here, the little dandelions, the dragonflies. Love this new collection. So I think Carol's going to be showing this tomorrow as well.
Okay.
So I love this. But if you want to be first, get a nice little 4 half yard bundle. Get this now. I love how everything blends together, especially this one. This is so
Yeah.
beautiful.
hmm
Now,
The whole
look at
thing
this
is
next
really
one.
nice. Okay, so this one.
So what's this one called, Sophie? This next one.
Mystic Meadow.
Mystic Meadow.
Meadow.
Okay, so we'll move this one out of the way here.
Mhm.
And this one is really gorgeous as well. So a little bit of a yellow theme here.
okay.
So let's start off with the little dandelions. Do you call them wishers once they get to this point?
Wishers, yeah, you pick it and blow on it and make a wish.
Well, I got a lot of
Mhm.
wishes to make in summer when they cover my front lawn.
Yeah,
So we have all these. Oh, look at that one.
yeah,
This
that's
one
pretty.
is really, really
Mhm.
gorgeous. You know, it looks like this one has to go this way because it's timeless treasures too. So you know it's really good.
hmm
And then I really like this blue right here. This blue is a really nice blender.
Mm.
So nice little 4 half yard bundle right here. A nice little taste of the collection that you could use for so many different projects, whether it's a table topper, IQ designer projects, small little bags. Love it.
hmm That's really pretty. So we have such nice fabric. All right, so now we have patterns.
Yep. Patterns that you could use these 4 half yard bundles for as well.
Okay, so
We got a lot of patterns here. Holy patterns.
It's a pack of 4.
a
It's a
pack
pack
of
of
4.
four.
You
So
can pick which 4.
yeah, so it'll be random. They'll just pick out 4 for you. We've made many of them, and they're fun to make because everything is on this one little card. You just you've got the picture in the front and the directions on the back. Everything and they're easy to follow, so they're really fun. So get 4, and we'll pick them out for you.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love
so
these too. You know what? You could always reference these patterns too. I've made this one before, and I did all my quilting with embroidery. I used IQ Designer to make my blocks. They are so fun. I love all of these.
yeah, and then this, like, it will tell you how much fabric. Like the background is 1/4 of a yard, and then another fat 1/4, and then so it tells you everything you need, to complete the project. And then it has the directions.
Mm-hmm.
So they're fun.
Alrighty. Now, everybody's been
Yeah.
asking for this one all week.
The bottom box, how do you
Box,
say
bottom,
bottom
toes,
tote?
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah. Okay, so in this kit, you will get the instructions.
And this is done in the kindness fabric. So everybody loves this collection right now. It's the hot topic. And so you're going to get your fabric for your lining. You're going to get your charm pack. You're going to get the most important part, Joni,
Yeah,
which
the
is
button.
the button.
The button. You'll get a button.
And that's going to let you make this absolutely beautiful bag that you get to carry around with you everywhere, especially in this lovely collection right here of kindness. And look at this. Whenever you're walking and everybody goes, "Where'd you get that bag at?" You get to say, "Oh,
I made it. I made it, yeah.
And they're really easy to make. If you've never made a bag before, we always say this is a really easy beginner-friendly one in my opinion. Carol taught this one, and it's been one of our favorite patterns going on for probably about the past year.
Yeah, it's probably
just
been about a year
really
now.
fun and easy.
Okay. So it looks like some more bargains
I told you guys we had lots of bargains for
tonight. Yeah. Okay, so this one is Spooky and Sweet Table Runner. And this one has, this is Amelia Scott's design. And it's one of her where you custom quilt your quilt. And so she has all the directions on how to do that. And this is, and you get these designs. So you get the little witch's hat and the pumpkin and the little bats and the spider web and the candy. And it comes in all the different formats. And you'll have the instructions to make this table runner. And she'll kind of walk you through the custom quilting.
Yeah, and you know what? I love these patterns. Patterns like these are super fun and easy to do. So also stock up before the holidays. This is the best time to save because we still carry these patterns year round, but you guys get a special price tonight.
Yeah, you do. And 10% back in your account in Gloria bucks. So that's just fresh wrapped.
Fresh wrapped. So this is a placemat and table runner set. And I love the look of this because it's a nice, simple pattern that we could totally dazzle up with our different decorative stitches and on our machine or edge to edge quilt it. But I love the way that pattern looks super modern. And then even on the back here, it has all our little requirements that we need. It gives us a nice little idea of what the pattern looks like. And this one is a bargain as well. I absolutely, really do love this one. I might have to make this one myself for
your new apartment.
Yes, I'm going to have to do that. I need a set of 4 placemats, and I actually really like how
Yeah,
these
the
look.
placemats are 12 by 18, and the runner is 11.5 by 49. That's a nice long table runner. And and then this one is the
Rose Garden Runner. I like this. This is pretty.
Rose Garden Runner. And this is Anka's Treasures. So that's really pretty.
I only have one of them, but look at this. This is just so gorgeous. I want to learn that technique. I think that is so awesome. It just looks like it just like fades into itself. So that's a fun little pattern to definitely learn off of. Now, look at this one, Ribbon Runner. I think this is a cool one right here. Because look at this. It looks like it's all half square triangles or diamonds.
Yeah.
But look at that.
Yeah. And so the 12 by 36 in size. So that's a nice bargain too. And you have, let's see what this size of them are. Well, anyways, it's probably right on the front again. Oh, 12 by 36. Yeah.
I love this. This is a really fun one. And this would be fun to run different decorative stitches through or do that pinpoint placement with the 990.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get to do that at the event. Alrighty. Now, what do we got next here?
Let's see. That is
2 more bargains.
two more bargains. So we have the Ribbon Runner. Okay. Yeah, this is the Jelly Roll. And this one is Treasured Past by Missy Carpenter. So this one, it is like different earth tones. So if you take a look there, you can kind of see what colors they are. And then it's hard to see, but I see like flowered prints in here, and it's all like earth tones. So there's tan and brown and gray and green. So yeah, that's a nice one. So that must be a good bargain too. And this one, I have used this book many times. This is called Piping Hot Binding. And it walks you through the steps to make that little mini piping that it was really popular to put on your quilts, like to kind of fit it in with the the binding. And this one also comes with the ruler. This ruler is really nice. So you would make your binding, and there is, this is a 2 millimeter binding, and it has a couple of yards in here. And you would take your ruler and kind of put the binding right in there, and then you could cut off and have 1/4 inch seam allowance on one side, okay, the 1/4 inch, and then a 1/2 inch on the other side. So depending on what you're making and how big you want your seam allowance to be, you just slide that cording in there that's already been wrapped with fabric, and then you would cut off the excess, and you'd have the perfect 1/4 inch or the perfect 1/2 inch. And so this is by Susan K. Cleveland, and yeah, so it's a really good book. So it gives you instructions on how to do, like it says, prepare your quilt and then quilt, cut binding strips, cut piping strips, cut join binding, press binding, steam cording, making piping. So it just is a really good book to have if you're quilting, and you can see there's lots of instructions and diagrams to follow along with. So yeah, we put this on, this mini piping on our pillow that we called our heart trapunto pillow. We put it on that and that was the thing that kind of put us on the map, that heart trapunto pillow. And we use this binding and put it on that pillow. So it was fun.
Nice. Well, you know what? I might be using this a little bit later, especially talking about trapunto, which we're going to talk about a little later tonight. Have some fun things for you guys.
Okay.
But let's talk about Tommy's design right here. Magic in the Air, and I absolutely love this. I think out of all of his, from his boxes here, this one was probably my favorite, just because you have this cute little picture that it just paints out for you. We have the night sky, we have the little lightning bugs in the mason jar, a little boy and girl catching the fireflies, along with the little lantern, and it says Magic in the Air at the bottom. And I absolutely love this wall hanging right here. I guess you could also make it a table runner, but it's so, so cool because you have all these little eyelets in here too. And everybody's probably like, well, what are those for?
It's for
But
the
you could
fairy
actually
lights.
put in your little fairy lights here and feed that through the back.
Yeah, and it lights up. It's really nice, you know. It's dark, and you see the little fairy lights. It's really cute.
It is super cute. So let me fish one of them through here really quickly. But also, look at the USB that it comes on. Like, look at this. It's a card. And then get this.
Yeah,
You
just flip it.
this.
I
And
didn't.
that's your USB. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is.
That is so
And
cool.
so it will protect it, and they just flip it out. Yeah, that's really fun.
Really, really chic. I love that. So, but you fish through your little fairy lights here. And if I could get it. I had it a second ago, and then I pulled it out. But it's a little easier, too, if you look from the backside. But super cute. You guys get the gist of it. You fish through the little fairy lights, and then it lights up at night. Super cute. This would be so fun in a little boys' or girls' room. I love this.
Yeah, I do too. That's really that was a really good one. All of us are good. That was really
This
good.
one is amazing. And just for reference in height, now this is it next to me. I believe it's like
It looks like
36 inches.
Mhm.
Maybe like 37 if we account for that extra 2.5 inches.
Okay.
I have another bargain.
Okay, so this is elastic. It's the life-saving elastic. You remember where everybody would, when we, during the pandemic, everybody was looking for elastic. So we bought a lot of elastic then. So it's the whole skein of elastic. So it has, let's see, 144 yards of elastic. So if you're doing something with elastic, you won't run out. You need that.
Well, you know what? You could use this elastic if you're sewing it in with your serger, if you want to use it to create a ruched effect, whether that's on a dress, a little girl's dress, a hem, you know, or if you're doing maybe your waistline binding, you could do multiple rows of this, feeding that through with your serger. So it does not hurt to have a whole roll of this. You never know when this will and can come in handy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so now we have thread. I love thread. So
Who doesn't love thread?
Yeah, so this one is the Miami collection, and this is the Exquisite the Dime thread, and it comes with 3 shades of like pink, 4 shades of pink, and then every one of them has a variegated, which has all the colors in that variegated one. And we love the variegated thread for our edge-to-edge quilting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and so it comes with it's called beige, pink glaze, azalea, pink sherbet, and cotton candy. So that's that one. And then this one has 4 shades of pink, and this is called Pretty in Pink. And that one has just, there isn't a variegated one in here, but you've got really beautiful shades of pink in there.
I love these. And you know what? You're going to want these for the project that I'm going to show in a little bit here. So definitely stock up on one of these 2 packs of pinks here, if not both, because you're going to want a lot of pink thread for my one project I got coming up. All right, now I think Steve is going to come in here to talk about this amazing software. So we'll let Steve get in here real quick, because he's going to do a little demo for you guys. So.
All right, okay.
Maybe not. Well, I could come in and talk about it till Steve gets in here. So Steve will be in a moment.
Did he sneak away?
He might have snuck away. Why don't we just switch over? Because I want Steve to talk about this.
Okay.
Because he's been showing this to us.
Okay, here he is. Okay.
So we'll let Steve get in.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everyone. I'm used to saying like the intro when I get on here. So you guys have already been on here for a while, so we don't have no intro needed, right? So this is the Brother BE embroidery software. Brother teamed up with Willcom to bring out a new digitizing software. And people have probably had different digitizing softwares in the past. And this one has an auto digitizing feature that I've really been able to work with and really had success with it and things. So if you're looking for a software to be able to auto digitize logos and different things, this one, this is a good software for it. But here's some samples that I did. So we get a lot of requests sometimes that when people want to digitize like a logo for like their high school team or their like son's landscaping business or something like that. So with this software, you're able to take images like these. So here's my images. So we have images like these that I just found on like Google Docs. So the first one, like high school images, these here, I thought they were kind of neat, the different sports themes to do it like a high school logo. This is our Penguins, Pirates, and Steelers logo all combined into one, so all of our 3 sports teams. The NFL draft is coming to Pittsburgh, so I did that one. The America 250, and then here's a lion that I just thought was kind of neat. So when you work with this software, you upload the image, and then it's literally just clicking one button and it turns into an embroidery design. So here's the stitch out for the lion. Here's the stitch out for our sports logo there. Here's the NFL draft. America 250. Had to get that one in there.
This is just amazing.
And then here's our logos for the sports teams. So I didn't have to adjust anything, change anything. I hit one button. Like so, for instance, on this one here, since I was putting it on a white towel, I knew I didn't need to stitch out the white part here and then the white part in these opening spots. So I just clicked on that part of the design and deleted it, and it just deleted away. But it shows a satin stitch for the outside. It shows a fill stitch for the inside. But getting your pattern digitized, I think, is the hard part. But once it's digitized, you're able to change a few things, manipulate and things like that. Like on our tiger head here, there's satin stitches around, and then there's fill stitches too. So it does a combo of both, but you can change it all to one or the other. These logos, I didn't change one thing on it. I just clicked the button and then sent it to the machine, and it just stitched out for us. So it's an investment of a software, but if you want to learn more about it, you can always call us at 412-344-2330, option 2, and that'll ring to John and I, and we can talk about this software for you. I know there was a question about a coupon. Yeah, you can call in and you can use one of your coupons on it as well. We're excited about it. So we're looking forward to bringing these lessons to you with this software as well as POUT 11 software. So.
Now, I will say, if you don't have a software yet, this might be the one I would want to go for right away. Just because that auto digitizing feature, like, look at this. I mean, that's the number one thing like we get asked about all the time is, could you digitize this logo for me and stitch this out? And it's like, okay, well, you know, I'm not the best at digitizing myself. I don't want to go and draw circles. I want to hit one button and it's done for me. Right, Steve?
I have no idea what I'm doing when I digitize. So, you know, like, and how can it do photos? Yes, it can definitely do photos too. It is a full-scale digitizing software. It does photo stitch. It does this auto digitize for these logos as well. This, let's see, this logo, I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. This is kind of how it all started. So Kathy Kimberbell, or Kathy Volpe, found this sweatshirt. So Barbara, I'm just reading your comment there. I haven't got my things for signing up for the. Okay, so we'll make sure that packet goes out to you, and we'll get those coupons out to you right away too. Sorry about that, Barb. So this is a sweatshirt that has a logo on it, and Kathy said, I would like to stitch out that design on a sweatshirt of my own and have it to wear. So to take that design off the sweatshirt, I was like, oh, that's going to be kind of hard to get a good quality image of that, because that's all that she took that picture in the store. So I took it into ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT to turn it into a high quality vector image, and that's what it did. So it turned that image into a high quality vector image, and then here we are stitching it out. So there you can see what it looks like stitching out, and here we are stitching away, and it turned out perfect. So
I love that. I think it's just such a cool software, and having my hands on with it a little bit and just seeing Steve doing it, I'm just like, okay, if we could do it, you could do it, because we are not Tommy, that's for sure. So
yes, if I can do it, yeah. So it's definitely a neat program to work with, and it's just a really nice job when it's digitizing things out to stitch out. So I know it's an investment in the software. What is a vector image? You know what? I'm not even sure. I just hear people say.
Where's Kate at? Kate could explain it the
image.
best.
I just hear people say that too.
I hear people say vector image, so I just said vector image. But I think this is kind of like a vector image, maybe? I'm not sure.
So there's like clear defined lines in it. So everything right there, it's like clear. They're kind of separated. There's like no shading going into it.
Yep.
So it's clear and defined. That's how I would describe it.
When you're working with these logos, they're solid punch colors. So black, gold, red, blue, and white with no shading. John's right. So the logos don't work well with shading because thread is normally just one color. But if you do the photo stitch, that's when the threads kind of like shade over top of each other. You're going to get that thread painting effect. So the photo stitch will be for photos with some shading in them. So.
Alrighty. Well, that's fun, and we're going to have a fun little class on that coming up soon. Definitely probably after our event. I'm really excited. Tommy and Steve want to show you guys that software. I would love to show you guys that software. Super, super cool. I mean, literally taking an image of anything and having all the different stitches and possibilities. So.
Oh, you know what? I got to show them one more I'm working on. So there's one more I'm working on here. So this is what. Okay, so here it is. So here's one of my nephews, and so there he is, and he's got food all over his face. He's a happy boy, and I wanted to take this and turn that into an embroidery design. So I put it into ChatGPT and said, turn this into a
Look
image
at that.
that I can work with.
Look how cute that is.
So then I'm thinking, do I really want the food all over his face? So I did like a couple renditions of it. There's the food off his face and stuff. And here it is in the software. So I haven't stitched it out yet. It's a lot of color changes, but I'm working on that one. So yeah, that's JJ. He's a cute little kid. So yep.
Really cool software. I love it. So, but now moving into some of our other items here. Steve, I'll take these
Got
over.
those? Okay.
So we have these brand new tea towels, and I love these right here. So these are brand new colors, and I think we have a drop-down menu for these, do we?
Yep.
Okay. So first color is hot pink, and there's nothing wrong with the color hot pink. You know what? I love it. Springy, it's perfect, and it's here for the moment right here. And there's a ton of different colors, actually. Wow. I think more than what we have listed.
And that software, guys, it's a Windows-based software, not an Apple. Palette 11, does it do
One-step digitizing.
One-step
No, it doesn't.
digitizing?
Not like how this software does.
Palette 11 does have photo stitch, but it doesn't have the auto digitized quite like this other software does.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so back to our tea towels here. So we got hot pink. We have this beautiful, I'm not sure the exact color of it, but it looks marine blue. Oh, it's right there on the tag, is it?
Blue.
Blue. Just blue.
Blue.
Well, you know what pairs really well with this one, Steve? Is the red. Just in time for 4th of July. You know,
Look at that. So you will get a 2-pack. You will get 2 towels.
Yep, and I love this. I mean, you need a couple of these with the red and blue ones. Now, there's also black. Really nice. And then we also have this light gray as well.
These tea towels work really well to embroider on. This is a nice pattern. This is a new pattern with the stripes along here. This is kind of our go-to embroidery demo, is to stitch something down at a tea towel for someone to take home. If you're going to someone's house, why not take ahead a set of tea towels that you made to give as a gift? It's a nice gift. So stock up on these. So you have some colors to choose from. But I like the black and white. That'd be good for Steelers stuff. And the red, white, and blue is great for America's birthday.
Yep. All right, now we have something really, really fun coming up, but I do want to show one stabilizer first. And I love this Ultra Clean and Tear Away Stabilizer from OESD. The feeling of this is not like your regular tear away. It just pulls off super clean and super nice. Now, we use these ones with our garden wall flag hangings and tiling scenes. So if you do a lot of those types of projects, definitely stock up on this stabilizer right here. It's just such a difference that I can't even describe in words with a tearaway, but it's like my favorite one now.
So a couple questions to go back. What size are the towels? The towels are 26, 27 by 21. So like 21 by 26. So they're a nice big towel. Someone asked where you put the embroidery design. So these towels have a loop on one side. So that would be the top of the towel. So you're going to put your embroidery design somewhere down here. I usually go like maybe an inch away from the...
You know what? I line up
You line up that way?
just like that, and then I just bump my design down. That's it.
Yep.
Full hoop it right along that little center crease right there. Super easy. But yeah, tea towels are one of the easiest things to embroider. I always say, if you are new on your embroidery journey here, start off with a tea towel. If not, a scrap piece of fabric, but if you want a fun little project that you could make, do a tea towel. That's what we always start off with here. All right, now, this is
How
something...
would we fold it? Let me see the towel real quick again. I'm sorry. So if you're doing a design in the middle, we just fold it in thirds like this.
We call it the special tea towel fold.
Fold it in thirds like this. So your design would be there. And that's how it would look. So, yep, so the stripe would show that way. And I guess, I don't know if you'd want to, if you folded it in half, if you fold your towel in half, then you could put a design here, but you just fold it in half. But normally what we do is we do design right in the middle, and then we fold in thirds. And that's what it would look like. So.
Alrighty. Okay, well, I have something really fun I've been dying all night to show you guys because I've been so excited about this. So I was out sick yesterday, so I did miss my little noon lesson that I usually do with you guys. And I did a little teaser of what I was going to show you guys. So I'm just pushing this one back 2 weeks from when we get back from the event. But about 2 months ago, I did this design right here, and it was this really fun in the hoop trapunto pillow that you sew on this seamless border right here. And so many of you guys absolutely loved this design set right here, which, I mean, it's just gorgeous. And we used gorgeous fabric right here. So I went ahead and I said, okay, how can I elevate these designs and make a new fun one? And I'm going to show you guys some new techniques, probably 2 Wednesdays from now. But I took the same idea of the trapunto effect with this design right here, but I put a fun summer twist on a couple different ones here. And the one that I'm going to show you guys how to make, that I was going to show yesterday, sorry, I was out, is this beautiful, fun pineapple one. And I'm going to show you guys this really, really awesome technique of doing these really cool curved borders using my design center and attaching the front seamlessly. But we're no longer limited to just the straight square border. We could actually use these really fun designs built in on a scan and cut. Now, I know not everybody has a scan and cut or Brother embroidery machine with my design center, so I did actually go ahead and put the designs on a USB so that you could stitch them out too. And if you don't want to go through all the steps, or maybe you don't have a machine with my design center, you're going to be able to follow along with me whenever I go ahead and teach this. Now, I also have all sizes available for all size hoops because I want to emphasize, I know so many of you guys out there have one of my favorite machines like the Brother 3550 behind me. And you know, you do have a 6x10 hoop. That is a great size, but you don't have my design center on it. So I made it so that you guys can stitch that out along with us as well. So there's going to be multiple sizes for it. So starting off with 6x10, so you'll have a little mini size like this. I have 8x12, which is the size that I have right here in my hand. There will also be 9.5 by 14, 10 and 5/8 by 16, which would be around the size of this one right here. And then also I made it for the largest hoop as well, 11 and 5/8 by 18 1/4. So there's a bunch of different sizes so that you can make whichever size pillow that you want with any of the different designs I'm going to show. But my favorite one here is going to be the pineapple medallion trapunto one. I love the cool wavy little border, and I can't wait to show you guys this and how to design it as well. I think I'm even going to show you guys how to do the embroidered buttonholes in that lesson. So it's going to be a really fun demo. Now I also have a couple other designs, not just pineapples, but there's this really pretty sea turtle medallion one as well. So this is the 6x10 one that I stitched out right here. So this is the little mini one, but you have all the bigger sizes available as well. And we have this really nice beveled and slightly tapered border, which I can't wait to show you guys how to do that method. It's so cool. It's a little bit more fun too than just your regular straight square border. Now, this one might be my favorite one as well. second favorite, probably than the pineapple one, but we also have the botanical medallion, which I really like because I love the scalloped border, which I just thought was so cute. I didn't put the backing on this one yet, but you guys are going to get all of those designs in there on a USB here. So it's going to be PES files, and then if you guys need, I know most of you guys have a PES machine, but if you have any additional requests for any different file formats, whether it's DST, VP3, just put it in the order notes and I will make sure that you get those specific files for that. I didn't want to go ahead and have to wait a couple extra weeks till I could get those out by doing all the saves. So it's just available upon request at no additional charge. Just put it in your order notes and we're more than happy to do that for you. But some really fun trapunto designs coming up for summer. I use some very beautiful batiks, so it's a fun way to use these fabrics and just really get ready for summer, because I'm ready for it. I want to bypass spring. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the beach, summer fun. So
And I think we also have a bundle for this, right?
we do. I'm forgetting that. So if you want to save instead of buying individually, you'll get all three of the designs and you'll get it for $75.95. And you'll also get 10% back on all of those as well. You'll have all the sizes from 6 by 10 all the way up to 11 5/8 by 18 1/4. And they're all square sizes too. So you could use your square hoop, whether it was like the 6 by 6 hoop or 8 by 8. But you'll have all the different sizes. So I say if you want to make all fun of them, have them all displayed really nicely on your couch. It's the perfect little bundle to get.
And you save $15 if you get the bundle,
Mm-hmm.
just in case anyone was wondering.
I would say get the bundle because they're all really fun designs. Now, I also have my following lesson planned for the following week because I'm going to show you guys some really fun My Design Center projects using your scan and cuts and using those shapes built in, because there's just so many possibilities and I've been playing with it all week. So I have a fourth trapunto one, but it's a different style. So this is a more fun and easier one, but this is a trapunto block style pillow. So I just finished the front of it, and what I'm going to show you guys how to do is how to make these blocks individually. Now I don't like the tone on tone, so I switched the one to gold here, but oh, did they lose my mic? I think my mic died.
Nope, I think it's good.
Okay, are we good? Okay. So.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Okay, everybody can hear me fine now. Sorry about that, guys. So this is going to be a really fun project too that I can't wait to show you guys. So you will make these trapunto style blocks, and you'll make 4 of them. And then you're going to be able to piece this for the front for another trapunto styled pillow as well. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the different stippling method. I'm also going to show you guys some techniques with going in, erasing parts of the design, but I have a few different sizes for this one as well. So I'm going to have for the 6 by 10 hoop, the 8 by 12 hoop, which is this size right here, and then also the 9.5 by 14 hoop. And I didn't want to go any bigger than that because when you take 4 9.5 blocks, you'll already be at an 18-inch pillow, and I would say is a pretty good size. Wouldn't you say, Joni?
Yeah.
So, but you're going to get that design on a USB as well, just like the other ones. It's going to be those 3 sizes. This is a really fun and easy one, especially if you are a beginner. Maybe you're one of the 3550 group members and you're just kind of starting out. You want a fun little embroidery project. This is going to be the one. Super fun, easy pillow right here. But I love the hibiscus too. And probably by the time I show this one, I might even have a couple other ones to show you as well. But I love using My Design Center. Really easy digitizing software built in on the machines. And I just can't wait to show you so many more fun features coming up, but especially this one right after the event.
Looks like you have some batik.
Oh my gosh, yes. So the fabrics, if you want to get your fabrics now, so this way, by the time of that Wednesday, I go ahead and show you guys this, you'll have everything together, ready to stitch out your projects, and you could just follow along with me live. So I have a nice little batik bundle, and I did a nice little outer fabric of all the ones I was showing there. So you'll get a nice green, you'll get a blue and then also a nice batik orangey yellow. And that's going to be perfect for those 3 designs that I showed. And Carrie, there is not an official 3550 club, but I remember the name of every single person that has got a 3550 from us. So I just say you guys are part of the 3550 club. But this is a really nice 1-yard bundle. It's going to be perfect for the front and back of your pillow for whichever sizes that you make. So I think getting one of these bundles is perfect, and batiks are so fun to use. It's just such a summery fabric. Wouldn't you say, Kate?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love it. Batiks are one of the more hidden gems we haven't shown in a while. Now, what I also used on the insides of those as well is shadow play. So it's a nice little contrast to really make that batik stand out. So I have the different colors here that I use. I also included a pink because these are half-yard cuts. You don't need a full yard for the pillow, just enough for your center. So you'll be able to make plenty of pillow centers with this one and so many other projects. But you have the blue, this nice little sunshine yellow, nice little green right here, and then also a pink one as well.
Super cute. And you also use Bosel for this,
Yes,
right?
so the big thing on how you get that really fun trapunto effect with that nice puffied look right there is I love using Bosel, and specifically the fusible Bosel. I like the single side because we could fuse our fabric to the top side of it, and it just holds it down really nice. There's zero puckering. It looks absolutely perfect and flawless, and it means we don't have to paper tape anything or try to hold anything. All we do is hit it with a little press of the iron, and it stays right there for whenever we go to stitch it. So I have 2 different sizes, but I always say get the bigger one because you will use a lot of Bosel, especially with fun projects like these. But the first one is we have the 18-inch wide by 58-inch long one. And then we also have the one I'm going to recommend is get the 36-inch wide by 58 inches long, just because with all our fun projects here and different bags that we make, I always just say, get the bigger thing of Bosel because I can guarantee that you'll use it. But really fun projects coming up. I can't wait to show you guys. I also have to finish these 2 specifically and actually back them. But super fun. So if you want to stock up now, this way you're ready for class 2 Wednesdays from now. You'll be able to stitch along with us live. Alrighty, then we got a couple other things to show you guys.
Did you want to talk about your 3550?
Yes, actually, I do want to talk about it because a lot of people are looking for their first ever embroidery machine too, and I cannot recommend this one behind me more than enough. So, if you want to know the machine, I stitched out this really beautiful, fun little mini pillow right here on, is actually going to be this guy right here. And this is the Brother 3550. And this is my absolute favorite machine. If you're just looking for a new sewing machine or embroidery machine, this is the one that I always recommend. There are so many great features in it, but first off, it is a combo sewing and embroidery, and it goes up to the 6x10 hoop size, which I absolutely love. This size is perfect if you want to start making some of these really fun projects that we've shown tonight with the multiple patterns, or these little pillow projects, or even embroidering crew necks. It's a large and spacious hoop to start with. We also have so many other great features that works with it, like the Artspira app, where you could download free designs and send them over wirelessly to your machine. You have a ton of different built-in designs in on the machine as well. One of my favorite ones is actually the built-in embroidered out buttonholes that you can add decorative little designs around, like I used to embellish this little pillow right here on the back of it. Super fun. There's just so many different things that you could do with this machine. And one of my biggest features is even I love to talk about on the sewing end. So you do get the sewing tray with it as well, with a ton of different feet that come with it. But my biggest standout feature is that we have our auto tension. And that is the last thing I ever want to mess with whenever I am sewing on a machine. If you guys have been sewing for a while, you know fighting with your tension is one of the last things you want to do. You just want to wake up, sew and start making a fun project. So the biggest feature that I love on this machine here is that we do have our auto tension that starts off on this one, along with a bunch of different decorative stitches, some of which are jumbo stitches that go even wider than the foot. But this is such a great machine to start off with if you're really looking at dipping your toes into the embroidery world. And it's perfect if you're going to retreats, if you're traveling, and so many different other applications. Now, a fun little thing that we have talked about, since a lot of people have asked about their 30% off coupons. So if you did purchase the shipping plan, you do get 4 30% off MSRP coupons. And you are able to use that on this machine here if you give Steve and I a call, and that actually gives you a little bit of a better deal than what we have listed in that bubble. So if you are interested in one of the best machines ever, give Steve and I a call at 412-344-2330 and select option 2, and we will gladly give you some more information regarding any machine, but especially this one. So absolutely love it. Now, there's a couple little accessories that a lot of people have been asking me to show specifically for this machine. And so I just want to show you guys a couple of my favorites. And the first one is the extension table. I absolutely love this because whenever we are sewing with our machines, it is so nice to really extend our sewing space, especially if we're doing a large quilt or any type of big project, especially when I'm making garments, making a jacket. I really like to have everything be nice and leveled out. So I'll show you guys how that fits on there. We'll turn off the machine. We'll take off our embroidery unit here. And then our regular sewing tray looks just like this, which fits on real nice and easy. Now, I love the extension table just because it really helps expand that workspace. So our little feet flip up from the bottom here. And this just slides on right there, just like that. And that really extends the workspace out to this side to keep your projects level. That takes stress off of your feed dogs and really helps everything evenly feed through as well. So that's one of the must-have accessories, as I always say. Now that extension table will fit a couple other similar models as well, any of the Pace Setter series, or even, you know, some of the Baby Lock models like the Vesta or the Soprano as well. So one of the other ones I really want to talk about is the 2-spool thread stand. And I love this accessory right here. This is one of my favorite ones, especially if we're embroidering or sewing with those bigger cones of thread, because as we could see up here, I don't think I could fit a big cone of embroidery thread right in the top here. I could fit my standard size spools, but if I want to use my bigger cones, I always love pulling out my little thread stand. So our top lid will pop off right here. And then our thread stand here will just click in just like that. And then we could use our bigger cones of thread and feed through here and just thread our machine like normal. I always say this is the one must-have accessory everybody needs. That's one of the optional ones, because whenever you are embroidering, I always say get the bigger cones of thread for the most used colors. Alrighty.
More accessories.
This is the best. This
I know, Joni, do you want to talk about this one with me?
This one is great. This one has. Here we go. Okay, this one has a laser light that comes down and will show you exactly where the needle's going to drop. So this will fit like the John's favorite machine, okay, and then also like the Baby Lock Vesta and the Flare, any of those embroidery machines, in that category. So, so what else would it be for the brother?
Yeah, so it would be for the 3550,
50,
the 3700, the NQ1700E. Brother needs to have a couple better names, but 3550 has a nice roll to it, I always say.
Yeah. Okay, it has a laser light, and it shows you exactly where your needle's going to drop down. So if you're backing up for a few stitches or going forward, you know exactly where the needle's going to drop down and start sewing again. So it's a really nice feature, something that the top of the line sewing machines have, and so you can add that to your machine too.
Mm-hmm. And I love this. I use this all the time whenever I'm lining up different embroidery designs. So sometimes if you're doing a continuous embroidery design, that little needle light lines up under your embroidery foot to really help you line up, especially if you're marking off like a little spot for a name on like a chest, you know, that little laser light really makes a huge difference.
It does, yeah, because you can see exactly where it's going to drop down. So you have sometimes an embroidery design will give you like a basting line that you line things up with, so that makes it so much easier with that laser light.
I agree, and that's exactly what I was showing somebody the other day. Using that laser light to line up with your different basting lines, really, really helpful. So
Okay.
now, we also have another great accessory for the machine here, and this is the dynamic walking foot. Now, if you're looking for a walking foot, I always suggest this one, not just because it's a little bit of a better build with a nice heavy-duty metal frame, but it also has interchangeable feet as well.
So this it has an open toe and then a closed toe, and it's really easy to change the feet.
So this one comes with your standard closed toe and then also the open toe. But there's also a 1/4-inch one, stitch in the ditch. And I really love using those feet, especially when I am quilting, just because it makes a nice little difference with the walking foot.
Yeah, this is really nice. This little piece right here that you add, this is a buttonhole foot, and there's an extra piece that comes with it, and this allows you to sew on specialty fabrics, and you won't get any puckering. Your buttonholes will be perfect. So a very, very lightweight fabric. You can see right here on the package, they're sewing on fleece, and you've got a perfect buttonhole. So that's something that it will fit any of the brother or the baby lock sewing machines.
I'm actually going to demo that one for them in 1 second.
Yeah, you are, okay.
Because you know what? I love this buttonhole foot. So the Solaris and Lumen here were the first ones to come out with this really cool bridging plate. Now, you don't have to use that bridging plate with this buttonhole foot, but I love this one alone just because you have the really nice rubber grip teeth that really hold on to your fabric. The standard foot that comes with the machine is just plastic, so sometimes I feel like it slips a little bit. So I really like this one right here because that will sandwich your fabric, prevent anything from shifting. And it's great, especially if you're going over denims or anything lightweight. So I'm going to grab a little piece of fabric here in a second, but I'll let you talk about the foot control while I get set up.
Okay, the foot control is, somebody said this, a walking foot will work on the baby lock, and yes, it does. So there's the walking foot, and this works on both the baby lock and the brother. Okay, now this is the dual function foot control, and it's really nice because what you can do is set it up so that you can you step on it to send power to the machine. So you'll step on like the back of it, but then you can hit it with your heel, and you can take one more stitch. And I always say it helps you to sew as slow as you want. So you can take your heel and just tap on it, and the needle will drop down. Tap on it again, and the needle will come up. So you really get a lot of control with your stitching with the dual foot control. And this one, so it says foot control or heel switch. So, and then you can set it up so that it will either, when you hit it with your heel, it will either cut the thread, take one more stitch, or take a reverse stitch, or the needle position up and down. My favorite is the needle up and down. I also like to set it up to cut the thread. So I just hit it with my heel, and it will, either one. Either the needle drop down or also take a single stitch is another one that's good. They're all good, but so you can set that up in the settings menu of what it will do. But you do need this foot control. You can't not do that with a regular foot control. So that's a nice feature. Okay, and you're setting up for
Yep.
doing
so,
a buttonhole.
You know what? I just have a piece of really slippery satin right here that I luckily found. So usually I like to do a test one, but just so you guys could see, I just selected our standard buttonhole on the machine here. And I'm just going to pretend I was sewing a nice little placket on a shirt. And when we have these slippery fabrics here, you know, those ones could kind of shift a little bit, and that's the last thing we want. So our fabric goes right along that bridging plate right there. I will put my foot down. Now also, I have to extend out the back end of my buttonhole foot a little bit. And then I'm also going to drop down this little lever right here on my machine. So if you have other machines that aren't just this one, so whether it's a Soprano, a Baby Lock Destiny, Altair, Brothers Stellaire, Crescendo, any of those machines that have this drop down lever, this buttonhole foot will work on those. And then let's just hit start here. Oh, and I forgot to put my bobbin thread in, so I will do that real quick.
Okay.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Something, yes.
So I'll just put in this pre-wound right here. We always laugh. This is what happens when we do demos on the fly. But you guys see, we're human just like you. So we make the same mistakes you do, forgetting to put the bobbin thread in or other fun things. So here we go. Alrighty, and then let me drop this little lever back down. Let me pull my thread to the side real quick. There we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. And then we could just sew. So that nice little plate holds my fabric in there nice. That way, nothing shifts on that buttonhole. And look at that. That is a really clean buttonhole. I could use my little thread cutter button to just trim my loose threads on a really slippery fabric.
And I don't see any puckering. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what we want, perfection.
If I was doing a placket right there.
And you don't even have interfacing.
I know. I didn't even use interfacing on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So no interfacing on this fabric whatsoever. No stabilizer underneath. And I got an absolutely perfect buttonhole. That is why I absolutely love this foot right here. So even if you're just doing it on the backs of pillows or any types of project that needs a buttonhole, I always like using this foot for it, just to get a perfect result every time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
So let's see. So we have the Baby Lock fills and motifs. So this is a Sandra Shaw, and I believe this one is Holidays. Let's see. Baby Lock fills, Sandra Shaw. Well, okay. So these are the sample of what you would. These are your additional fills that you can add to your IQ designer and bring them in, and so you can add more more fills to what you have. And this is a sample of what they are. So I think we were looking at them, and there was some like for holidays and things like that. So there's like little flowers and there's bees and.
Yeah. Here, let's move this over a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. And I see butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just
But
sliding
Sandra
this
Shaw, I love her work. I love her digitizing, and she does beautiful embroidery designs. But these are her, they're her fills. And then also you get these. These are like little things that you can put on the, on this in the borders of your pillows and your quilts and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We use these in My Design Center and IQ Designer, so you could use this on either one, whether you have a Baby Lock or a Brother. You could use these fills on certain machines specifically for Avenir, Radiance, Luminaire, or Solaris that have that nice little custom tab. But if you do have palette 11 and not one of those machines, you could also use these fills and motif stitches in that software as well.
Okay. So now we have, okay, this was.
Oh my gosh, look how cute this is.
Is
I
it-
love this one right here.
Yeah, okay. So this has a sewing theme to it. So it is an embroidery design set to make this wall hanging. And this is cute. It has like a little
It's a little book. Oh
a
my
little
gosh, I love
book, and
that.
you can put your needles in here, and then also a little pouch. And I see a spool of thread, scissors, and a pin cushion. So this is 10-inch stacker friendly. Okay, so this would be really nice for layer cakes, and it does make the needle book, the pin cushion, quilt label, door banner, and a project bag. And so there's the sample of right there, some of the other projects. And this, we did have a kit for it. Okay, there are
Well,
the,
we have fabric.
we have layer cakes for it.
So
Okay.
I think the
This
first
this
one is,
this is the one that Grace is the one that this was made out of. Okay, so here on the back are the different fabrics. So you can kind of see that they're all in this table topper or wall hanging. So this is a Riley Blake, and it's called Grace. I think that's really pretty. It's got a lot of neutral colors in it.
and then there's also another layer cake that goes
Mm-hmm.
perfectly with this one, and we actually have a nice little printed out picture to give you a visual.
Yeah.
So we have the one physically right here that Kathy Mary Lou made, but also here's this next collection right here, and this one is called Renew.
We know. Yeah,
And
that's
we can
pretty.
see all the different beautiful fabrics on the back right there as well.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, let's renew. So now you have our laser.
I know. We
Yeah.
only have 2 of these left. It is a
Okay.
bargain. So you could use this like a little headlight.
Yeah.
I'm like scanning
Yeah.
Kate with this laser right now.
Yeah. What we did with it was a while ago we made door hangers, and and we quilted them, and you can see our laser light, and then we were able to cut it and straighten it up, so like square up the door hanger.
There we go.
There,
Now we
there
can
we
see
go.
it.
And it keeps going on forever and ever.
I might need this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Wait, I might need this whenever I go to hang up stuff.
Yeah, it does have a what do you call that? About where it's
The
level in it. Yeah, it's got the level right there, and as you can see, the little bubble right in the center. So it's a nice little tool, for anybody. Our men would like this to have this in their tool room. Okay.
I love this. This is a great little gadget to have. So,
Okay.
alrighty.
So what do we have?
Wash away wonder tape. Okay, so regularly the stuff is like $12, and this is actually great because Joni, have you ever used wonder tape for those last minute little hems that you have to do before an event?
I do not.
Okay, we don't, but you know there's somebody out
there
there that
is,
has to.
Yeah. No, it's nice to have. It's nice to, have in your sewing box, and just in case you need it. Or it's nice to give it to somebody that doesn't have access to a sewing machine, like a kid goes to college and they can't take their sewing machine with them. It's good to have that tape.
You know what? It's perfect. Last minute little hems on pants has happened before. So, sometimes have a surprise event and oh my gosh, I didn't have time to have my pants. We know Joni well.
Yeah.
Joni's too bougie for that.
Okay, these are
Okay.
tiny little scissors.
Look how tiny these are next to my finger.
Yeah, they are. They're cute. My daughter does hand embroidery, and she belonged to a club, and every month they would send her a kit, and they would enclose a little pair of scissors. So she's really into scissors. She has them hanging up on a bulletin board. So I should get that. I don't think she has that set.
I think those are super cute. You know what? This is just I think you could use these, but this would be just a funny little gag gift. Like, hey, I got you a
It's
new
good
pair of
for
scissors.
Yeah, and then
Like
open them
world's
up.
smallest violin,
I bet they do work. You could keep them in your purse. It says, great for on-the-go projects. Can't be much easier than this. These scissors will attach to anything, including your cell phone. Clip and go. Okay, so you can attach that to your cell phone.
All right,
Okay.
now this next one is a really good one because I actually have one of these back
Yeah,
at
that is a
home.
good one.
And I love this little multi-purpose screwdriver. But one of the ones I want to point out in here is that we do have those little Allen key ones, which are good for our serger needles. So I only have a few of these left. I can't recommend these enough because it's nice just because a wide little variety, but especially the serger needles, being able to swap that out and take out your needles, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's a nice screwdriver.
Now, look at
Okay.
this. I had to look
Yeah.
at this for a second. I was like, Kate, what is this? What are you handing me right here?
Lighted tweezers.
Whoever thought about this, I'm surprised they're not a millionaire because have you ever gotten a little splinter and you can't even see it? Well, now you have the perfect tweezers to fish it out.
Yeah.
Not only that, though, so many other different applications with that as
Yeah,
well.
I would get my stitches out if I had an embroidery or something that needed to, I needed to rip out. It would be so helpful to have that light. Yeah, so it's called Center Stage. Okay. All right, so let's see. Well, there, turn it off. We don't want the battery to run out.
All
Okay,
right.
so what do you have there?
So I'm going to just say it. Go fish. Go fish. Next thing. So this is called Mama's Go-To Pot Holders of the Mama. And it's a Go Fish pattern by Fish Sticks. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But this is super cute. So I guess this is a nice little pattern for us right here where it gives us the instructions for these nice little pot holders. Something real easy and simple. And that is a super bargain for $288. So if you want a nice little elevated pot holder pattern right here, this is a good one, especially if you're just starting out sewing.
Okay. Okay, so those are Foldilocks, Easy Foldable Wallet. I think Tiffany, she made one, I believe. Yeah, she did a class on one. So yeah, these are foldable wallets. And so it's always fun to have, you know, all these different pouches and wallets and tote bags, and you might have all different ones.
She made this one recently, and she said she absolutely loved it. I think it used those tool-free snaps, too, which is why it was so popular. But really fun little easy pattern, too. So, and...
Yeah, and it's by Annie.
And also, it looks like we have these ones discounted at $10.88. So if you didn't make this bag yet, now is the perfect time to do so.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right.
great pattern.
I love that. It's a fun little easy one too. So
Okay, now this one is really good to round trip duffel. So this is a duffel bag. It's by Annie, and there's a lot. The instructions are really, really good, and I believe she's got a lot of videos on this bag too that you can watch. And I know Tiffany made this. She made many of this bag. She made them for the whole fencing team, I think it was, when they were graduating. So that's a good pattern to get too.
now,
Okay.
you know it's also great to get not just one of, but two.
Yeah,
Is our
that's
5-yard stash builder bundles right here. So,
yeah. These are all our current fabrics. You know, we cut them for kits, and if there's less than a yard left, then we put it in to be bundled up for our remnant bags. And so they're all of our current fabrics, and you can see, you know, and it's a really nice variety. It's about 5 yards. Ruth Ann measures them, and if it's 20 inches, she says it's half a yard. So she's very generous with her, you know, saying how much they are, but you'll get about 5 yards of fabric, probably more.
yep. Well, there's always a little bit more than that. It's never just 5 yards. It's usually more than that. And there's always great fabrics in there. Sometimes there's a Chonga Wang fabric in there, Timeless Treasures.
Yeah.
You'll get a really good one in there. And even if it's just like a few inches off of the yard, it's in there.
Yeah,
So,
right. So there's good size pieces. Okay.
Now,
And it's
we have
Kimberbell.
this Kimberbell book right here, and it's Quilty Little Christmas, and this is just such a fun one. This one came out a few years ago here.
Yeah, let's put this
So-
over here. See, okay.
But I absolutely love this little one right here. Kathy and Mary Lou showed it, so you have all the designs right here on this disc right here. And we can see all the fun little different ones that you can make here.
And it's over here on the on the wall.
That's actually
Oh,
the new
oh,
one.
it's
So
so
this is like the
good.
one I did before, but look at all the little mini quilts that you got here. Super cute. Perfect if you want to decorate for the holidays. And this one is on a super bargain because this is the lowest I've ever seen it for $74.88. And I believe when this one came out, it was like 200 or like
Probably, yeah.
199. So that is a really great super bargain for you guys tonight. I think I
Okay.
only have 2 of these, so don't miss out on that.
Okay, and then we have some patterns for clothing. Yeah, this is Mary D. This is a Children's Corner pattern. Sherry loves these, and they are very cute. You can see this one, it's like a wrap dress, and it wraps around the back, and you've got the little V-neck. And you can also use that for, you can also smock the front of it. So it's a really cute little girls' dresses. What I like about them, the size is from, this one is 6 months to 3. And and they also give you each pattern piece for each size. So it's not one of those that has one pattern piece and you cut on the line, and then once you cut it, you kind of mess up the other sizes. There will be a pattern piece for each one of those sizes. So from 3 months to 3, you'll have as your separate pattern. Yeah, so it's a really nice pattern. They make beautiful patterns for children's clothing. This one I made, we had a serger class and I made this one. We have 13 left. It was really fun to make, and it's by Grainline Studio, and it's called the Tamarack Jacket. This one is the size 14 to 32. So there were 2 different sizes. There is a smaller size. But we can see if we have that. So this one is also made for a D cup, and it says intermediate sewing. But what we did was we took our fabric and we quilted it first and then cut it out. And it has really good instructions in the pattern. And there's also, we had a video, we did a whole series. I think we did it in about 4 different weeks. And so there was my video, and then there's also a video on their website to make this jacket. And it's got a welt pocket, and we, binding all the way around, and everywhere you go, you see a quilted jacket. Every store has a quilted jacket, especially when we were making this one. We couldn't get over how many quilted jackets there were out there, and it's fun to make. So that's a good time to get this pattern. Okay, and then this one is the little something jacket, and we also made this in a serger class, and I'm going to take this to the show. It's back in our little hallway cupboard, but it's called the little something jacket. It's been around for a long time, and it's just a really nice little jacket. They always use petites. We did use a petite too, and it's one is a short. One has, the sleeves are different. One is long sleeve. This one has like a little tulip cuff on it. So that's a really cute jacket. And then it gives you all the yardage requirements, and the directions and everything are inside.
Fun, easy pattern too. It's like a kimono style jacket, so it's super easy. Now, our next little thing that we have here, and we only have a few of these. These are on like a bargain. So it's this double-faced tracing paper, and this is absolutely perfect, especially if you are marking out darts. That's what we use this for. So you'll use your little tracing wheel, and it puts that nice little line right there on your clothing that comes off.
I'll tell you a story about this. I have my tracing paper probably from 50 years ago, okay? And I use it, and it looks like I use it. And so I brought it in one time for a class, for a live. And, of course, it was funny because it was so worn out and everything. And one of our customers sent me a package of this. Yeah, we all got a good laugh over that. But yes, if you're going to do garment sewing, you need tracing paper, and you also will need a tracing wheel. So we'll have to bring those out sometime. But you can transfer all your markings on your tissue onto your fabric with this, and it's double faced, so you can I usually put it in between the 2 layers of fabric, and then it will mark both sides at the same time. Okay. And then,
All right.
All right. So
Our
now
last few
this
things
one.
we have here. So OESD poly mesh, also what I call just no-show stabilizer. So if you did miss out last week, all our favorites, the big rolls, they're gone. We can't get them anymore. So if you do need no-show, this is the new one you want to get, and it's the poly mesh, and it's the exact same like we used before. We love the quality of the OESD one. So we have the 20 by 10 yard roll here, and you are going to want to get some of this if you are going to do those Trapunto pillow projects that I showed you guys before. So if you don't have your no-show or your poly mesh here, make sure that you stock up on some. Now I also have this in the black colorway as well. So I usually use the white for a lot, but sometimes if you're using the darker fabrics, I like to use the black stabilizers as well. So
Yeah, the same way. Her mom has tracing paper from when she was little, and her sister's 67. Yeah. It's one of those old oldies but goodies. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, that brings us to our end of the night prize. So our 2 winners are Marie Lacey and Denise Borchardt. All right. Well, congratulations, guys. You guys are going to win those really nice
totes
with
all the little things inside. Yeah. The fabric and the charm pack. Yeah. So it's a really nice price. So congratulations.
Yep.
Yeah. Tracing paper is a blast from the past. It is. Okay.
So,
all right.
Well, I think that's all that we have for you guys
Yeah.
tonight.
So
thank you
thanks
for tuning in,
and
watching with us.
and staying with us. And yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow, I guess, at noon or...
Yeah, we'll be on at noon, I think.
Yeah.
I think Steve has a little something special planned for you guys. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow. And then we are going to have Fabric Frenzy at 3 o'clock with Carol. So we just appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, watching with us, shopping with us. It means the world to us. So you guys keep us going. And I am looking forward to seeing so many of you guys next week at our event. I cannot wait to see so many familiar faces, Joni.
To see them again. Yeah. So yeah, it's always fun to see.
Yep.
Every event many people come back over and over again. It's like they're like our best friends.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
I can't wait to see everybody. So we're going to have so much fun. So once again, thank you guys for watching with us tonight. Don't forget to check out. You will get that 10% credit back in your account to use for your next purchases. And once again, just means the world to us. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow and especially all next week at the event.
Okay.
So, alrighty. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.